Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. This will make it so you can get the upscale, Jedi Knight upscale texture working on the Steam version of the game. I was actually able to get it working on the Steam version, so I thought I would go ahead and create a guide on the Steam version as well. As you know, I already created a guide for the GOG version right here, and if you want to get it installed on GOG, go ahead and follow the instructions in this one, and this should probably work for the CD version as well, because GOG's pretty much the same. And Steam was pretty much the same as well, but there was one trick that you have to do in order to get it to work. So anyways, if you're just tuning in here for the first time and have never even heard of this mod, you're in for a treat. I'm going to show you some pictures here. This is the mod. This picture shows you everything you need to know. So this is the original game right here. The textures are kind of blurry and not very good. This is JK retextured. Okay, yeah, we're getting a little better. It's not as blurry. But this is actually an even better upgrade called Upscale. Now that is awesome. So how do you get this working? Because I'm assuming you've probably played with JKR, and I don't know if you've played with the original or not, but this looks incredible. And obviously the screenshot doesn't really give it justice. I mean, you have to actually be in the game to really see the difference. So without further ado, let's do this. The links are in the description below, but the first thing you'll need, if you haven't already, is to patch the game. You need the unofficial patch, and that is in the description below. Go ahead and go to this first link, the unofficial patch, download that, and once you've downloaded it, put it on your computer somewhere, extract everything out of it, and you should have a folder called this after you've extracted it. Click into that folder, click into Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, copy everything from that folder, navigate to your Steam directory. So depending on where Steam installed your games, it should be in C programs, program files, x88, Steam, Steam apps, common, and then Star Wars Jedi Knight. It may be different than that, but it's going to be somewhere within that vicinity. Alright, so now that you're in this directory, go ahead and hit paste, and paste the unofficial. I'm not going to do it because I already have the unofficial patch installed. Paste it all in here. Now, this is the tricky part. Your exe is going to be called Jedi Knight, so it's not going to replace it. So go ahead and delete the one that says Jedi Knight. Go ahead and just delete it, and don't change the name. Keep it JK this time. Don't change the name. Alright, so now that you've gotten that part installed, next you need to download the JKGFXMOD. This mod is what makes it possible to get the upscaled graphics, because this actually pushes the envelope of Jedi Knight's engine and makes it so it's actually available in 32-bit color, which is insane. Up until now, we've only been able to push it to 16-bit, So this is awesome. So this obviously this makes it so we could actually port, I think, I'm not sure, but I feel like you should be able to port Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast models into Dark Forces 2 now. No one's done that yet, and obviously I don't have the skills in order to do that, but I think it might be possible. So anyways, go here, and to download this mod, you'll have to click on Releases. And then go down to 0.08 alpha and download that. So click on the zip file. Why are we downloading the alpha when there's a 9.9 version? Well, it's because I want to use this mod as well. This mod this mod adds the Jedi Knight enhanced models, but it also adds the glow effect on the lightsabers and the blasters, and it also makes the explosions way better. The explosion, if you haven't played Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, the explosions in that game are horrific. Like, that's the one thing that sucks about that game, but this mod will fix that. So that's awesome. So anyways, download the alpha version. All you need is the JKGFXMOD zip. You don't need any of these other things. This is for development people that want to compile other textures and stuff together. So all you need is this part right here. So download that and then extract it somewhere on your desktop. I like to keep all my mods in like a mods folder, so I mean it's up to you. And then I have it navigated down to JK. Obviously I love modding video games, or well, at least playing mods. I have created a few add-ons, but for the most part I love just playing mods. They're fun. But anyways, so now you need to, oh yeah, you downloaded the JKGFX mod, extract it somewhere on your computer, and click into the folder and copy everything. Copy everything in the JKGFX mod zip folder. Just copy everything and go to your Jedi Knight directory and paste everything in there. And you shouldn't be replacing anything. It should all be new files, so you don't have to worry about replacing things. Alright, so now you have that part installed. Next, you need to download the Upscale texture. So the link's in the description, but click here and download this texture pack. Download this texture pack, and then also click over here, and you might as well go ahead and get this one as well. Go ahead and download that one. So download both of those, and I don't need to download it, and it's a pretty hefty file, so we're not going to worry about me downloading it, because I already have it downloaded. So go back out, extract it to a folder, of course, or you can go and take it directly to, but you might as well just extract it so you know what folder needs to be. So extract it, and then here's the readme file. You don't have to worry about that. Click into this folder though, and make sure that's where all the textures are. You want the folder directly after all the textures are in it. So copy that folder. Then go back to your Jedi Knight directory, click into the JKGM folder, then click into the materials and paste that file in there. And that will take a while to get in there. So I think I'll go ahead and pause the recording and we'll get back with you after this is done. Alright. Okay, so now that we got that copied over, next you go back out, go to your mods. Obviously now, if you haven't already, download the GFX graphical extension pack and then extract it somewhere and then copy both the JKGM and the resource folder. If you're interested, basically in the resource folder it's got a .gob folder or a .gob file, and then in here of course it has the saber and the projectiles materials that it needs. So copy both JKGM and resource, go to your Jedi Knight Jedi Knight main directory and click paste, and this one will take not very long since it's not as big a file. So that one shouldn't take very long at all. And actually, now that I think about it, you can watch this same video for the Steam and CD, or for the GOG and CD versions as well. The only difference is you don't have to worry about having to change the name on this or delete the one that has Jedi Knight. You'll just paste and copy over the top of it. Okay, so now that you have everything installed, now you have to get your resolution. So find the jkgm.json file and do open with Notepad, and here's where you can put in your resolution. So mine is 1600 by 900, and then you can decide if you want to do full screen or not. I'm going to not do full screen, so that way you guys can see. Because I don't think my video recorder will show you in full screen mode. So we'll go ahead and do that, and now you right click on this inject and hit run as administrator, and then hit yes, and here it goes. Here we go. Cool. And yeah, it's gonna have this weird, this is what happens in windowed mode. It's gonna have this weird small window, and then it also has the big window, so I don't know. Yeah. Then the next thing you need to do is you need to go to setup and make sure you go to display. Make sure you enable the 3D acceleration if it's not already enabled. So just a heads up there. Now click on single player, load new, and again, if you don't like that weird box thing, play it in full screen mode and you won't have that. I don't know why it does that, but it does. But it won't be like that when you're in the game. So here we are. Here we are. Jedi Knight upscaled. And check out the blaster fire. It's a little bit better, for sure.
What's happening?
Here we are, Jedi Knight upscale. And yeah, it's a little laggy because the graphics are so increased that I can't record and play this at the same time because it's gonna overheat my computer. So, but as you can see, it's working, and the blaster fire is awesome. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here before my computer overheats. So yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a big upgrade. So that's awesome. Alright, so yeah, you have to run the game with the inject now. You have to just hit run it as administrator. So how do you get this onto your desktop if you don't want to navigate to this folder every time? Well, that's simple. Just right click on the inject and click on create desktop shortcut. That'll create a desktop shortcut for your inject. So drag it over, and you can actually even rename it to JK, because I mean that's what it's doing. Oh no, I'll name it, since that I already have the GOG version labeled as that, so I'll just do Jedi Knight. Oh, right. We'll delete that one. And then be sure to go to properties, and since you have to run it as administrator every time, you might as well go here and click on, let's see, run this program as administrator. And then also you can go in here and navigate to your Steam directory. Steam apps, Steam apps, common, Jedi Knight, and then select that so that way you can have the icon as well. Hit apply, and there you go. So now all you have to do is click on it. It'll run as administrator. There you go. It's running the inject, which will then run the mod. And there you go. That's how you guys do that. That's how you get this game to work. So yeah, it's really actually pretty simple actually after you and obviously there's still probably going to be bugs. I haven't actually played a level all the way through yet with this, so hopefully it works. I mean, it's working so far. I've had it crash a few times, but that's because I loaded a game. So as long as you do not load a saved game that you haven't saved with this version of the game, with this modded version, and you should be okay. So yeah, that's how you guys get this installed. So good luck, and I hope that you guys, and obviously, right, that you have to remember for the Steam version, you have to have this named JK.exe, or otherwise the inject will not work. That's the problem with the Steam version, is that for some reason they have it named Jedi Knight, but now you have to name it back to JK or the inject won't work. That's how you run the mod, is through the inject. So now you can bring it back to Jedi Knight. Alright guys, so that's it. That's how you get this working. So good luck, and I hope, just let me know if you have any issues and I'll try to figure it out with you to try to get this working. Alright, thanks. See you later.